Every time our flag's unfurled, I'd ask you all, what emotion is stirred in your heart? Old Glory means many things to many people. Some stand and some kneel. Some salute her while others burn her. But regardless of your sentiments, what no one can deny is hundreds of thousands of Americans have died for this one flag that gives you the freedoms we all enjoy. Few, if any, Americans have died for any other flag. As for me, every time this flag's unfurled, I think about my own family members who have served. My family's had someone from every generation serve under this one flag since the Civil War. 4 of my grandfathers enlisted in the Union to preserve this republic, 3 of whom died in a bloody battlefield. My mom's uncle served in World War I, exposed to mustard gas in the Argonne forest, and 2 of my dad's uncles stormed the beaches of Normandy. My own uncles and cousins have served. My father served, my brother served, I served, my son is serving, and we all served under one flag. My family who served, that's what I think of when this flag is unfurled. Look, many Americans have died to give you the freedom to honor or disgrace the flag as you see it fit for your own home. And wouldn't you think that to honor America and those who served, especially for those who made the ultimate sacrifice and the gold-star families, that our country should honor our one American flag? I hope you'll agree with me as patriots. It would be right and proper that buildings and grounds owned by we the people, that only one flag, with reasonable exceptions, that this one flag, the flag so many Americans fought and died for, the one flag that represents this idea of America, should be unfurled. And this is exactly what our amendment does. A vote against this amendment is a slap in the face of those of us who have served and disrespectful to the families whose loved ones have died defending this one flag and the republic for which he stands. I yield.
Mr. President.
Senator from Wisconsin.
Mr. President, I rise in opposition to this amendment. The author has not truly revealed what the amendment does. In all of our federal buildings, we often see many different flags. The U.S. flag that we all join in pledging in this body, but also in certain states, we see the state flag. We see the MIA flag. And I will tell you, in Madison, Wisconsin, the state capitol during the month of June adorns the pride flag. This really is a thinly veiled, let's be clear that this is about not being able to fly the pride flag. I was so proud last year to work across the aisle with both Democrats and Republicans to pass the Respect for Marriage Act. It was a milestone for equal rights for all Americans. But like so many other Americans leading this march towards equality, I'm reminded of how much work we have yet to do. LGBTQ+ Americans are our neighbors, our loved ones, our constituents, and our colleagues. They serve in our armed forces and federal government, making sacrifices every day for their country. They work in our federal buildings, our post offices, and in our own offices. They serve in our military and put their lives at risk for our country. And these federal buildings connect Americans to their government, a government of, by, and for the people. But for too long, LGBTQ+ Americans have felt unwelcome and sometimes unsafe in these spaces that are meant to serve them too. I think the American people are getting tired of politicians who make their support for our military, service members, and their families contingent upon pushing a discriminatory agenda, whether that be about women's rights or LGBTQ+ rights.
Senator's time has expired.
I urge opposition.